Oh my gosh, you guys. I screwed up so bad today and I went live earlier and I somehow, because I was trying to use the EVMux advanced thing, I somewhere in the middle of all of the live, I lost it. And there was no audio. I don't know what I did, and I'm really sorry. I apologize. So, guess what I get to do? I get to do this again, which is great practice because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, obviously. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. This is Michelle with Live Life Whimsically. Please remember to do all your own research, and that everything I say is my opinion. I try to be funny, but I'm not always successful at that. Usually on this channel, I talk about whatever whim crosses my mind. Sometimes it's political, sometimes it's witchcraft. I even try to sprinkle in a little bit of real estate because I am a realtor. I don't hide who I am except for when I don't feel like the way I looks very good, and today's one of those days. So, anyway, I like to really gossip about content creators. That's my favorite thing. And this all falls under the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So, with that said, I want to play this video that Nonsense did, and it's there's some stuff going on with Flava and Molly. If you follow any of that, you kind of have an idea of what's going on. Flava apologized to Molly because evidently Flava contacted Molly's child's school and she realized that that was wrong, so she apologized, and suddenly that turned into a ginormous deal that Nonsense needed to comment on, even though she says over and over again she doesn't care what anyone else does or who they're friends with or what creators they follow or if they subscribe to these people or give money to these people. She just can't stand she can't get out of her own way when she says she doesn't care, because she always ends up at least seeming like she cares what other people do. So I just kind of wanted to tear apart her video. I made notes earlier to keep myself on track. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new at all of this stuff. I really am just having a good time picking stuff apart. I mean, I'm almost a retired person, so what else do I have to do? And yes, Nonsense, I would love to be monetized. And if I can ride your coattails into the YouTube monetization sunset, I am definitely going to do that. But I have no ill will towards you, and I have no ill will towards Molly Golightly. I am not a fan. I sometimes think that the things that Molly says are a little questionable. I've heard her ask her patrons to make it rain on her. I've heard her shame people for their age, people that were my age. I've heard her body shame people, women, and I don't agree with that. When you have plenty of character flaws, there's plenty of things you can go after without messing with people's looks or their age. And I think that everybody's going to hit old age one day, and you ought to be mindful of that. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and get into Nonsense's video. I'm going to try to actually speed it up. I am going to speed it up, but I'm going to get it past the 3-minute mark where she actually started. And then let me just do this real quick. Playback speed, and we're just gonna go 1.5 because we don't want to be here all day because we already did this once. And let's go.
Saturday, I lied. I said we were gonna do true crime this morning, but we're gonna address some other shit right quick and get it out of the way. Y'all know I like to just handle shit and move it on. Terry, Moonlight, Trisha, Solo, Mocus, Pollock, Moonlight, Echo, hey Miss Lee, hey Kelly, Juliet, Benson, Cash Gernan, sending hugs, Revival, Benny C, Spider Woman, Desire. Who else is in here? Booty shots in the house. All right, so I'm gonna give it just a minute. We're just gonna sit here for a few minutes. The Teslas, I'm sure, will come rolling in at some time. I did actually let them know I was going live before I went live today, but oh my goodness, Cash. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Well, let's just say some people need to wake up because she needs help. And again, at the end of the day, I don't want harm on anybody, and she is doing it to herself. But it seems to me her addiction and mental health is not stable at all right now. And that, I don't wish on anybody. Granted, a lot of it's for show.
I think she's talking about Michelle Sabate here, and which is going to be like a core of what she's talking about. This is going to be part of the focus. She believes that Michelle Sabate has been used by creators, by Molly, by other people to use as a deflection of I'm not sure what. It never really is made clear, at least not to me. And let me just say, if Nonsense watches any part of this, it would be the beginning of it. The whole reason why I'm doing this is because I've asked a million times for you to explain to me what your beef is with Molly, why you have a problem with the way that she watched or explained what happened with the Marban McRae case. I understand that you think that she ripped people off or had fraudulent fundraisers, but I still don't understand why you thought that that was something you needed to be involved with. And you said, that there was all this fraudulent activity happening. I still haven't really seen what that is. And I would like to see the chronological order of what makes you feel that way. I don't know, and I still don't know. And this is why I'm doing this video, and to ride your coattails just a tiny bit.
But we're going to address all of this shit. So many of you probably just saw Molly's live. She went live at 3:30 this morning, did a weird live. Then she just came live and said a whole lot of stuff. But I'm going to address more of the comments and a lot of the things that are coming to my inbox, comments on posts that I'm getting, and stuff that I have posted myself. So we're going to back it all up. I have been open about all of this since moment one.
She says she's going to back it up, but she doesn't. She never backs it up. It's no clearer at the end of this 49-minute video than it was in the beginning.
And I'm not about to change it now. So we're just going to lay it out. And that means backing it up to the beginning of Contessa and her involvement in this story, so we can be very clear.
Contessa, plural, and their involvement, because it's not just one of you. There's at least 3, maybe more.
There seems to be a need for a separation and my input on some things. So I don't really know why that's needed, but because people have got lost in the sauce, we'll just go back and back it up. And once again, this is based on the fact.
The reason why it needs to be clear is because it's never been clear. It hasn't been clear from the very beginning. So if you would clear it up, that would be great, but you're not gonna. It's gonna be just as muddy at the end as it is right now.
Facts, y'all. This is not like, I'm not out here. Let's be clear. Like, what other people are doing is not my thing. I'm not out here policing what people say, where they go. I have never, ever told anybody, don't you dare go there, or I'll pull your wrench, or I'll stop. Never. That's just not how I function. So first and foremost, let's go back to the introduction of how I met Flava. I did not know Flava before any of this story kicked off. I still don't know Flava that well on a personal level at all. I don't know her. I have nothing bad. There's no bad feelings there. And that's what I think people are misunderstanding is my objective has never been the people involved. That's not the case. My objective is the facts. Okay. So Flava came into the picture. She was seeing the same things I thought that we did. She was very disturbed by the exploitation that was going on. The fact that all of this money was being collected and it was going nowhere. She herself with other girls, Nonsense is not involved. I have never been a dono girl, y'all. I have never been an admin for that group. In fact, I was in that group. I told you guys this before when the whole Roseanne thing started. And I need to make sure everybody's aware. I was closer with Roseanne than I was with Flava. This isn't about people for me. This is about the facts. So when Roseanne and Flava started having issues, hold on, before I get there, I was never a part of the dono girls. Did I interact with them? Yes. Did we talk about things that were going on? Yes. Their mission was what their mission was, right? If you're in their group, the Exposing Big Juicy, Uncovering Fraud, you know what goes on in there. You know what they've said, you know where they stand or stood or whatever the case may be. I have purposely kept myself separate. I was in that group. I was blocked a couple times, I think, or I don't know if it was a Facebook glitch or what happened. I've never been able to figure out all of the drama in the back end of that. That group had admins. They all fell out. All sorts of stuff happened.
So you've never been able to figure out the drama in the back end of that group, but you continually or are at this point talking about it. You're talking about something you say right now that you have no knowledge of. So why are you even talking about it? And that's the thing, you say you don't care about this throughout this entire video. You say you don't care, who Flava has aligned herself with, if she's friends with somebody. what she's doing on her channel, but you felt the need to come out here and make this commentary. I don't understand. And you can do whatever you want to do. Flava can do whatever she wants to do. I can do whatever I want to do. But just, I know that when I say these things, I'm putting myself out there, and that you're going to send people, or they'll take it upon themselves because somehow they'll feel the need to protect you, to come say something to me about it. But seriously, what you say, you don't care, but dude, you care. You care a lot.
And again, I have never had bad interaction with Flava, not once. So I was in, like, I'm a member in that group. I think I've made 1 or 2 comments, maybe shared a live of mine in there. I don't interact in there. I don't even know what's being posted in there, to be honest. Like, I just don't have time. There's too much going on. So I don't know.
You don't have time because you're constantly watching Molly's videos. Were you up at 3 o'clock this morning watching, or that morning watching that video? Were you? I mean, if you don't have time, then why are you here making a video about something you don't care about? I'm confused. Can you straighten that out for me?
Why people are shuffling around the way they are for some of it out here, but it's been happening. I told you guys this when the whole Roseanne Flava thing, Flava came up on panel, Melissa came up on panel, and we talked about it. You guys heard what I knew. I don't know. Do I know that Roseanne and Flava both had similar things going on, but everybody was confused? Yes, that's what I know. I still don't know what all the drama, all of that is, because it's not my business. I don't care. That's not my focus.
You don't know about all the drama, but here you are talking about the drama. Okay.
My focus has been the facts. The facts are, there has been so much money that has been raised off of a man's name who cannot advocate for himself. That's the facts. And the facts are, you cannot change the players involved. You can take me out, you can put anybody in here, and if they stick to the facts, you'll get the same thing. I don't know what has happened. I don't ask. It's none of my business. I don't care where Flava decides to go. I don't care if she starts a channel.
So it bothers you that people are making money off of a person who cannot advocate for themselves. Yet you don't know what's really happened with the money or what's going on. And the only person that does know is Dre, and she's not talking. So if she wanted us to know what was happening with him, or the money, or any kind of legal action that may or may not have been taken against people for getting money that they collected in a fraudulent manner, we would know, because their lives were an open book out on Facebook and YouTube. Dre didn't keep anything away from her followers. So unless you know Dre in some form or fashion and she's giving you information, I don't know why you think you need to advocate for him. The only person that should be advocating for Marvin is his wife, and not you. She doesn't need you to help her. Dre has a big enough mouthpiece. And by the way, if people donate money to a cause on the internet and then find out they got ripped off, why is that your business? Why do you care if that happens? I mean, okay, maybe you might want to let people know that that's probably not a good idea, but everybody's adults that has a credit card and is putting money someplace. I don't donate to anybody unless I know them personally or know the person who's collecting for them personally. I'm not going to do that. But the one thing you don't do when you figure out you got ripped off is go back to the person you were giving the money to and start asking for it back. I mean, that should be a lesson for you. That should be a hard lesson for you. When you have to spend money on something and it doesn't happen, it's like putting a hole in your own wall. If you got to spend money on something because you broke it, then maybe you'll learn something from that.
That's not my thing. Again, don't care. This is, again, we talked about it before. The pressure out here when you're standing on the facts is a lot. People come at you from every direction, right? Every single direction. You have an opportunity of either standing on the facts and continuing on, if that's your motive, and that's been my motive all along, to provide facts, to get answers.
Except for you only tell us the facts. You don't show us anything. You don't show us screenshots of anything you have. You don't show us redacted emails from people with maybe just the person's username up there, or email address partially blocked out. You don't do any of that. You just tell us, and then you tell us that those are the facts, but you don't show us any facts. How would anybody know? And again, I keep asking, to give me a chronological order of what's happened so that I can understand what it is that your beef is with Molly over and above the fact that you think she did some kind of fraudulent fundraiser that I'm still not convinced happened.
When you stand there, you get thrown into the most ridiculous things, just like this is. But it takes somebody that is willing to continue to stand on their own and stand in the facts to be able to get through this. The pressure is so much that we've seen people time and time again. It's not worth it to a lot of people. It's not, this fight becomes that it's not worth it to them. And that's okay. That's totally okay. Let them do their thing. That's not here for, it doesn't impact what Flava does on Flava's channel, with Flava's group, with Molly, with anybody. It does not affect anything that I do.
So you don't like to be attacked, or it's hard for you to stand up and do the right thing and say what you need to do to give the facts out. I mean, what's the deal? Are you trying to say that you're better because you stand up and give the facts, or because you're advocating for somebody who can't advocate for himself, even though he has a wife that could advocate for him? I'm just trying to understand what you're doing. Are you getting attacked? Maybe if you stop talking about this case for 5 minutes, move on to a different topic. Didn't you say you were going to start doing true crime? Go do that and let this sit for a minute, and maybe you'll actually get real answers. But the more you do this kind of thing and keep coming at Molly, it makes it look like somebody's yanking your chain and telling you what to say or do. I mean, I don't know if that's true. That's my opinion. You may or may not have that happening, but it looks really suspect. And then you're making people around you look more suspect. I heard another video today of yours as I was doing my housework, where you sounded a little nervous that maybe people might be figuring out who the heck you are. And I don't think you want that right now, but you keep coming at people the way you do, and you're inviting that, I mean, doesn't that make sense?
Not a single thing. It does not change the facts. It does not change anything. Flava and I have always been two different entities with two different focuses. I don't know the answers that everybody wants and feels they are owed because they feel, I don't even know the words to put into it, but I don't feel that way. And you know why? Because I expect the worst out of everybody. I have told everybody to not trust anybody. I told Flava not to trust Roseanne. I told Roseanne not to trust Flava. I tried to get it across that everybody needs to just not trust anybody, because there's so much bullshit going on out here. I came live and addressed that. I didn't even think Flava knew about the post in the Patreon. Guess what? That got twisted into. Oh, nonsense is going after Flava. How is that nonsense going after Flava? Because I said that she didn't even know that post was potentially there. And as far as the Patreon post, let me just address that. I've never paid to be in anybody's group.
So you did say that Flava was involved in a super secret group that was manipulating people, particularly Michelle Sabate, to say and do things to run interference for something that you didn't really clarify. So you kind of did throw Flava under the bus. I'm just saying.
I'm not a member of any of these channels. I'm not in Patreons. There's people that have been in there that have been loyal supporters of theirs, that have changed their opinion, that send me everything. Not people even around me. I get it from multiple angles.
You get multiple angles of things sent to you, but you never show the screenshots, ever. We're supposed to trust you. Didn't you just tell us not to trust anybody?
And most of the time, it came from certain groups, certain individuals. And that's here nor there. They are exploiting victims' stories for money. They don't care. So why should we care all of a sudden? I don't get it, nor do I care, but I'm just going to keep on doing what I do.
So, but you're going to start doing true crime, and wouldn't that be exploiting victim stories? Wouldn't that be what that is? Is it okay for you to do stuff, but it's not okay for other people to do stuff? Do you see how contradictory that is? It's kind of pathetic.
And if you don't like it, get the fuck away from me. I don't care. Don't give a fucking shit. It's the same as it was with Roseanne and the Penelope thing.
But you do care, nonsense. You really do care, because you keep making videos about it.
I cut ties with Roseanne fast because of Penelope. Same goes with this situation. When you align yourself with snakes, I want nothing to do with it. But I don't know what's happening. And I don't care. There are so many people out here doing shady shit. And in the meantime, it's all a distraction. Every fucking bit of this is a distraction, because guess who's getting off scot-free? Molly. Guess who's not getting held accountable for her behaviors? Molly. Justin. Elle.
Here's Angry Spice again. You know who else doesn't get held accountable? Katie Joy. Katie Joy doesn't get held accountable, but I don't see you making videos about her. She's got lawsuits coming out of her behind, and you still don't make videos about her. What is it, man? What did Molly do to you? What did she do that pissed you off so bad?
So I'll say it again. I don't care what Flava does. I wish Flava well. I wish her success. I wish her happiness in whatever she decides to do. Her mission is not my mission. When people show you their mission, believe it. People will show you in time what they agree with, what they go with, what you have to be able to start navigating this stuff. As adults, it's mind-blowing to sit here and watch so many people be unaware of everything. I have said to trust no.
So wait, we have to navigate it, or you're going to explain to us how we're being lied to and manipulated by these creators. Which is it? And if you have the receipts, just show the receipts. You remind me of all of these people in politics right now that are in trouble, and they say they have all these receipts and they don't say anything, and they just come out and they bluster all over the place. Dude, clear it up. Seriously, just clear it up.
No one from the beginning. That is right. Absolutely right. Because I knew there was so much back and forth and bullshit. This is what I always talked about, the drama. And I've told Roseanne and Flava this. I didn't even understand the drama back then that was going on, and I still don't fucking know. That's not my mission.
But you're going to go ahead and address the drama even though you don't understand it or know about it, right?
I will address it straight on. Flava and I have never really been on a personal level ever, I wouldn't say. I've always appreciated her input. I've always been thankful to her. I've always been the way I am with everybody to her. What she decides to do with her platform and who she decides to associate with is not my business. And I'm not out here trying to control it. And Flava, that's great. You did. You owned it and called. You said you did. I don't care. That's on you. Didn't do it to me. You and Molly have to figure that out. That's on you and Molly.
If it's on Flava and Molly, why are you doing a live about it? You know, I don't understand. All this woman did was apologize for doing the wrong thing. Doesn't mean they're friends.
That's the case here, y'all. Like, it's just stupid. Who cares if she's friends with them? Really? Who cares if like, that's the point. Do you guys not see where this is all coming from? Do you guys not see the bigger picture? Really, honestly, think about it. They tried to use, and I'll say this again, I don't think Roseanne knows exactly how deep shit goes. I don't think Flava does either. But that's here nor there. Again, Molly used Penelope, and Penelope subsequently used Roseanne to try and get information on me. They tried to take Nunny out, and Hoodie's in a crowbar. I'm going to call you by that today. They tried to take them out first, away from me. If they can't get to the people like that are what they consider the closest, Flava, again, she didn't even know, I don't think, about the post, but they're trying to use, like, somebody told her, hey, look, Flava knows who nonsense is. Guess where that put Flava? In the middle. Flava doesn't know who I am, but look at what it did. It caused all this. Again.
What did it cause? Did it cause you a little agita because you thought maybe you might get found out? I mean, why do you know how you could stop this nonsense? Is you could let everybody know who you really are. That would stop all of this. But I think you kind of like the drama, and I think you like that the fact that people don't know who you are adds a little bit of spice to whatever it is you're doing. And so it keeps people coming back because hopefully one day, like Kiss, you're going to take your makeup off and they're going to get to see who you really are. But here's the thing. Somebody's going to figure it out. They're trying to figure it out now. I don't care who you are, but I'm going to think it's pretty funny when it does come out because it'll be interesting to see who you're connected to. Because and the thing is you're the reason why anybody even cares who you're connected to is because you keep putting yourself in the position of people to want to know what you're doing and who you work with. That's it. I pop into a lot of places. I'm a small fish in a giant pond. No, I'm sort of like the page in the tarot deck. I drink and I know things. I hear stuff and I watch. And I see what people are saying. If you let some shit go, picked a new topic, maybe went at other people or a whole new genre, well, maybe people would leave you alone. But sis, I think you got people coming at you, and I think you got them coming at you hard and fast, and I think they're throwing money at it.
And let people go wherever they're going to go. Let the cards fall. The facts don't change. The facts don't change. Now, if Flava comes out here and starts saying, oh, Molly's great, she's wonderful, she's never done this, yeah, that's not factual. But again, they all do that, so why do I care?
I don't know why you care. Why do you care? You never say why you care, just like you never show any receipts about anything else that you say.
That's okay if she left. I don't care if she's here or not here. I'm going to address it the same way. It's caused so much drama and so much distraction. When people show you their colors, believe them. This is what's happening. It is hard to stand firm on the facts and have all of this drug constantly. We are drugged through all sorts of shit. And I'm saying we because there's a few of us that are willing to stand firm on this. There's not many. And they are plucking them off one by one. But that's better for me. You know why? Because then there's less distractions. They keep plucking them out. Great. Please do. That was a liability to me in anyways. Because people kept trying to think we were one and the same. I'm not. When I tell you something, go look, research it. I've never been an admin in that group. I've never, nonsense speaks for nonsense. And sometimes the Tessas. But very rarely do I speak for the Tessas. Yeah, and I don't even want to, that's the crazy part is, it's all games. It's all a fucking game, right? Flava apologized to Molly for going real life on her. She did it here, which we all were like, thank you for doing that. Great. She admitted that all of that stuff. If her and Molly want to be chummy, let them.
So you saw her apologize. Why couldn't you just let that go? You had to just make a live about it. I don't know why. You could have posted on YouTube and told everybody this. You could have posted on your Facebook wall and told everybody about this. And then you could have moved on, but you didn't. You had to make a whole video about it.
That does not affect the fact that Molly has exploited Marvon's story. Justin has exploited Marvon's story. They have lied.
Katie has done that to Marvon's story as well. Don't forget Katie. She's the start of it all. And if I'm wrong, then show me, because you haven't.
If that's an angle she wants to do, go for it. Okay? We're just going to sit over here and watch it all fall fucking apart. But guess what? Stop trying to take my girls out, because you're not going to. That's all it's been. If they can't get to me, they go after people that are around me or they assume are around me or a part of my channel. Roseanne, I said it, didn't lie about a lot of things. There was a few. Roseanne and Flava aren't the problems. It's the people behind them. But they become the problem because they try to just get themselves out of situations.
Maybe it's the people behind you that are the problem, but we wouldn't know that because we don't know who you are.
Right? Which everybody understands when you're you got to pick a route. And sometimes it's easier just to pick the easiest one. And that's what happens a lot. Let them pick that road. If you cannot stand strong, 10 toes down on your morals and your beliefs, you got a lot of work to do. And I'm not the one out here that needs to help you do it. You need to do it yourself. If you are.
Oh, Lord. People's morals are different than their ethics. Ethics are what laws are based on. And so you have to have good ethics. If you don't have good ethics, you're just going to be an idiot. So I just thought I'd throw that out there.
You're still worried at 40, 50, 60 years old about what other people on the internet think about you. There's a lot more work that needs to be done.
Dude, I don't think most people that are on YouTube give a fuck what people think about them, or we wouldn't be out here. I don't think you care. I don't think Molly cares. And I know I don't care. So yeah, no, I don't think nobody cares. If they did, they wouldn't have a page. It wouldn't happen. I got a partner that I do stuff with out here, and she rarely wants to be seen on camera. And even when we're just doing stupid crap like happy hours on Friday night. So yeah, I don't think that's not the issue. Try again.
Jenny O, would you please just dox nonsense? What does that Jenny, what does that change for you? You think it's going to shut me up? No, honey, it's going to make me more arrogant. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. The facts are the facts. You can dox me all day long. It does.
Here comes Angry Spice.
Not change the facts. And threatening to dox people because you guys are not getting your way shows exactly whose camp you fucking belong in. Let me say it again. Y'all are showing your fucking asses on display for everybody. Don't give a fuck. Don't care over here. Guess who's still not monetized? Me. Guess who has never applied for monetization? Me. Because I'll stand firm.
That's the thing, man. You really hate that monetization thing, don't you? What is it about that? Like, I really want to know why that bothers you so much that people get their channels monetized. Why does that affect you? Is it because you've tried and you can't get it monetized, or you've never been able to? I mean, look at my yearly gross is supposed to be like $16. So you know, I understand. I understand since if it bothers you because I would like to be like Molly and making it hand over fist, but I'm not. Just I don't get why the monetization thing bothers you so much.
On my morals and my beliefs, and it doesn't have a fucking price tag. And that goes for whoever it fits.
Even Katie Joy, even Katie Joy being monetized, you because what about her morals and her beliefs? You don't care about that?
Cash Gernon is important to me. Marvon McCray is important to me. The people that they have been affected by the exploitation of their cases are important.
Dude, you have exploited Marvon McKay too, and his McCray and his family too. His children are gonna. This is forever, right? It's gonna always be on the internet, and you're gonna be a part of it. So am I. But I didn't say crappy things about their mom or their dad or their grandparents or none of that. But you guys have just been going at these people nonstop. So who's exploiting whom is what I want to know.
Important to me. I can't even talk. That's what nonsense Contessa stands firm with. I know who I am when I go to bed at night. Some of you bitches don't.
Well, we don't know who you are, Contessa, because you don't show your face. So maybe you know who you are, but we don't know who you are. And, I know you don't see my face right now, but it's out there.
That's between you and whoever you believe in, not me. I'm not here to play Captain Fix-A-Hoe because there's too many of you that need it. And Mid Mama's honey over there trying to stir up shit. Baby girl, MGL knows what Penelope's doing, honey. That's all a game. Did you realize she didn't acknowledge your comments that you were trying to stir stuff up and she's purposely avoiding the conversation of Penelope, and Penelope's out here publicly saying that she's pulling away from Molly and all that stuff and nobody's really reacting to it? I mean, Molly's not reacting to it. That's your answer right there. She's not pulling away from her, but you will probably get a talking to by the main admins who also didn't acknowledge it because they know what's going on like the rest of us who have a brain and can use it. But hey, what do I know? I just pay attention. Huh. Is there any fucking questions?
Well, I have questions. First, I have a comment. Captain Fix-A-Hoe? That wouldn't be any kind of slut shaming, right? You're not trying to do that. And my question is, who the fuck are you? And where are your chronological receipts for all of the stuff that you talk about right now and the stuff you talked about with Marvon? Again, I'm asking, can you just put it in a concise order with receipts where I could see pictures and I know exactly what I'm reading so I can make an informed decision about what you've said in the past about Molly and Elle and Penelope and EKC and anybody else that you've thrown under the bus? Because it seems like if anybody seems the least bit nice to Molly or aligned with them or agrees with her, then you come at them. Maybe that's the way I should have went with this. Maybe I should have just been up Molly's ass and I could have got a whole bunch of followers just by coming at you about Molly. But I really care. Like I care what happens and what happened with that fundraiser. Did it really happen that way or not? Not for any reason that like I'm going to go do something about it, but because I have an inquiring mind and I'm a nosy bitch. That's why.
I don't know how there could be. Again, who cares where these people fucking go? Exactly. If someone doesn't like me, that's not my business. If they're out there talking shit, threatening to dox me, I don't care. Let them. I have said the same things like a fucking broken record from day one. Trust no one. Stand on the facts, because when you stand on the facts, the story doesn't change. Your morals don't change. Your ethics don't change. You want to hold somebody accountable for their actions, their behaviors, their flip-flopping, do it. But some of us have seen it all along. So to us, it's not flip-flopping. It's who these people are. When they show it to you the first time, believe it. Yep, Kelly, that is true. It's just sunny days. And people have that right. And that's what I'm saying. She created a group that says uncovering fraud. She stood because now people question what they say. Okay. And I get that. But let's be very clear. Her truth and what she's posted, we will have to see what she says, how that falls out. But again, she wasn't a part of the refunds that were being requested, to my understanding. She never had a part of that. She never had a part of like the inner workings of the group. She might have talked to some of those people, but her objective and what they did in their group was totally different. Did we work together? Yes. Absolutely. We shared information, posted. That's the way you do things. She has chose to move on, and that's good. Great. One less distraction in my neck of the woods.
She wasn't a distraction when you thought she was on your side, right? What's the story with the refunds, man? Did they all get their money back? Where are the receipts for that?
We're over here on an island with one mission, and that's to continue to expose the facts and the truth. And that's however it falls.
What facts, what truth? What facts, what truth? By now, it's, what is it, mid-November. Wouldn't we have the facts and the truth? Didn't all this crap happen back in the summertime? What facts, what truth? Again, this reminds me of the politicians. We're going to show you these facts, and we're going to show you this truth, just not today. Not today.
Could I blast all of her messages? Yes. Do I need to? No. What's the point? There's not like this big shit. Like, she was never evil to me. She was never evil to anybody else. Like, I always believed her because that's what she stood on, and that's what they did. She changed her mind or whatever is going on, and that's fine. Like, I don't understand why it's a big deal.
Because you're making it a big deal? Because here we are with this video? Do I need to explain it to you?
Yeah, and I said a lot, and I think people missed it. Like, when I was talking about Roseanne and Flava both, like, there's so much of both of their stuff that I could prove, but there's a lot of lies in the interim of their drama. And that's where.
Please prove it. Please prove it. I'm begging you to prove it.
I could never figure that out. As far as the facts are the facts. But as far as the sideline drama, I didn't care. I never wanted a part of it. I said that from the get-go. That's why we talked about Roseanne openly. That's why we're talking about Flava openly. That's why I just don't play these stupid games. This is fucking stupid. It's been right in front of your eyes all along, y'all.
Yet here you are playing games by telling us you could show us facts, but you're not gonna. Because why? I mean, hello?
Every bit of it. They've been showing you this all along. So what's going to happen next? Molly's already made a post on her Patreon, and yes, I will post it. She's blaming two people. One, I don't even know if she's even really partaking in stuff anymore, which I haven't talked to her in a long time. She's not behind my page, but because Molly gets her information from Erica Shingara, of course, she is led to believe that a certain someone is in her Patreon. So once again, she's using her real name and calling her out. Typical Molly fashion, which again, I don't know if she's in there or not. Not my business. I don't give a fuck who decides to give Molly their money and send me screenshots. I'm not giving her money. I would never give that clown a dime, period. My mission doesn't change at all. Like, I'm just going to continue to do it. And
please define the mission. I don't know what the mission is, because if the mission is about showing where fraud happened, then you haven't done that yet. And it's been since the summertime. So I'm still waiting to see that mission. Can you do that? Can you?
And here's the thing, Jenny L. I get doxxed, honey. It's just going to hurt you worse. It's going to hurt you worse. And that's a promise. That's a promise, not a threat. Because I'll look you square through the screen and tell you the same fucking thing. Go fuck yourself, Jenny, Molly, Justin, Elle, and any of the other clowns, Penelope, of you clowns who continue to think that exploiting victims, making a mockery out of their lives, profiting off of their tragedies is okay.
But you keep exploiting him by making videos on him. And now you're going to do true crime. And is that not going to be the same thing? I'm just wondering how you think you're any different than anybody else. And again, go do it. Have a good time. But, why don't you just say why or what it is about Molly that you can't stand? Because, woman, you are ate up with her. I don't get it.
Fuck you all. Are we loud and clear? Do I need to clarify anything else? I think that I have been very transparent. No, Nerdally, no. Jenny O is the one with the little thing that came in here and used to talk shit all the time. And finally I was like, okay, I've had enough of you, and blocked her. Maybe I didn't even block her. I don't know. Oh yeah, Jenny O. You guys, she's a Molly follower. Be clear on who I'm talking about too. Don't be putting like, her name is Jenny O. That's her. She's a Molly stan. I don't know who she actually is. Don't give a fuck. Here's the other thing. I've never looked into Molly's background. I've never looked into Molly's husband's background. And this is 100% fact. I've never looked into Justin's background. I've never looked into any other backgrounds. I don't even know Justin's last name. Don't care. Because it's not a personal thing for me. This is about the facts. And the facts don't.
Maybe have other people that look into who all these people are in their backgrounds. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe that's why you don't have to. Because it sort of kind of keeps your hands out of it. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. And it's just me like guessing, wondering. Because, again, everything you say is clear as mud.
Don't change no matter who around us changes. We will still be here telling the same story over and over again because it's factual. It's not fuckery like these other people are doing. It is easier to cave to the demands of other people around you when you're seeking attention and to fit in. I don't blame these people. It's a lot of pressure. In my younger years, I probably would have caved too. I probably would have caved also.
I'm pretty sure a lot of what you do could be classified as fuckery, dude. A lot of what I do could be classified as fuckery. Actually, most everything that happens on YouTube could be classified as fuckery. So, you know, those with unclean hands should stop picking up white gloves or some shit, man. I don't know. That just sounded good to me. Whatever. Carry on, Contessa.
So she's a Molly stan. Yeah, that's who it was. I don't know who it is, but they just like to stir trouble, and it's just another troll. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care about her either. It's just fun to fucking tell them off at times. Okay. Exactly, Trisha. Yep. And here's the thing. You know what? What did I tell you guys the other day? I really enjoy certain creators, but because of all the drama, I refuse to go around it. So what do? I watch cake decorating shows. We are in such a rabbit hole. You guys would die laughing if you actually saw how deep in the rabbit holes me and the Tessas can get. We don't even 9 times out of 10 acknowledge that this drama is going on. We're in a rabbit hole over here trying to find the facts and the truth.
Because you're too busy digging stuff up on Molly, and that's why you don't go around other creators. When would you have time to go around other creators?
That's factual. The drama it's not fun. Somebody's always going to get hurt. Somebody's always going to end up running off the internet. Somebody's always going to get exposed. Somebody's always going to get doxxed. What fucking different outcome are you going to get from the same shit over and over again? Tell me. And we all love the drama. We all love to watch it occasionally. We all love a good train wreck. That's why we're fucking here. But enough is enough, y'all. The facts don't fucking change. When people show you their colors, believe them the first time. Stop demanding stuff from people that are incapable of providing that for you.
So since you didn't show us who you were from the beginning, should we never believe who you are? Should we just think to ourselves, well, Contessa must be a lying person because she's too cowardice to show us who she really is? I mean, what does that say about you? You have done too much stuff, woman, to draw attention to yourself, to not have your crap picked apart, and to not have people start looking in on who you are. You almost begged for it.
Provide it for yourself. Stand firm in who you are and what you believe, and don't rely on others to do that for you. That way, we're never disappointed by others' actions. Did I feel disappointed in this? Yes, absolutely I did. It's not the first time I've been disappointed in this. I was disappointed with Roseanne too. Again, I was closer to Roseanne and had a better relationship with her than I ever did with Flava. But I didn't trust anybody. I don't trust people because of shit like this. Molly needs more channels to take up for her, okay? There's a couple more openings.
What disappointed you? Was it disappointment that Flava apologized to Molly for saying something she shouldn't have? Or are you disappointed that in your own self for pushing people so far and so hard that now people are starting to dig into your background? What part is disappointing?
She's got a few more fill-in positions that she'll take. So those of you who are wavering on your morals and ethics, please go start a channel and she will absolutely pimp you out. She's good at that. She actually just said that there's 3 more openings for this Michelle to make bank off of. So there you go. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Exactly, Trisha. Yep. 100%. And that's like, this isn't attacking Flava. Like let's be clear on that. Like this is about all of them. There is a lot. That's why when you sit back and watch people, even in this chat, and then you watch how they interact in other chats, you learn a lot. I'm nice to everybody, but don't think I don't know for a second where most of you hang out and how most of you behave. I am very observant. And that's how I know not to fuck with certain people. And that's that. And she is hiring. She said that. She actually said that today. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, you're really observant. You're super observant. I mean, dude, seriously. Just other people are observant too. I'm just going to say you're not the most observant person on YouTube. And the more you push, the more people are going to observe you.
And there's a lot with the Michelle thing that, again, I don't agree with. And it's sick and wrong. And people can tell you straight in the face that, oh my God, it's because she's done that. No, that was all a game to begin with. And it's just taken its own world on. And I agree that she needs to remove herself out of the situation, but she won't. And that's what it is.
So is it somebody manipulating Michelle, or is Michelle doing whatever the heck Michelle wants to do? What is it? Because if she's being manipulated, wouldn't somebody make her stop and, EKC said it really well today. If she's so unstable that she can't be controlled, then how is anybody manipulating her? It's see how contradictory it all is.
Michelle equals money to them, and that's all they care about. She just said on her live she doesn't do drama because there's no money in drama. She keeps her foot in her mouth. That's all she does is drama. I got a shout out today though.
All you do is drama too, honey. Just saying.
She is still like they twitch when they have to say my channel name or anything like that. What's Zoots and Boots want? Oh, are they just asking what we're talking about? Asking if I'm a bully channel? I don't know. I don't know what they said actually. That's usually the question that people are going to. Is this a 12-step for gossips trying to find Switzerland? I don't know about that. We're definitely not Switzerland over here because we have one very clear mission. Yes, Amy, I don't either. I don't either.
What is the mission? I'm asking again. What is the clear mission? What is your end goal with what you're doing on YouTube? I'm trying to understand.
Either. Yep. Solo, 100% agreed. Ran, agree. Yeah, you guys know how I feel. Like, I've been very clear. There's been no, like, I don't understand how people are confused on my stance on things, or people think that I've been very clear. I run my channel and my Facebook page. I don't have admins on Facebook. Nobody touches my Facebook besides me. And I have people on YouTube that have wrenches, of course. I mean, you guys all see them. But nonsense has been nonsense. Like, we've been doing the same thing all along. Everybody else has been changing around us, but I'm staying focused, and that's what I'm going to continue. Moonlight, it's just so weird. It's so weird. And let him talk shit about me. It gets my name out there, y'all. Let him continue.
Which is what you want. You want your name out there. It's not weird. It's not weird that people are talking about you when you're talking about them. What do you think is going to happen? You think that people are just going to sit back? I mean, for a while, I saw people try to ignore you. I did. But you just kept pushing the envelope. So you got exactly what you wanted. Why don't you just admit that that's what you wanted? Please talk about me. Please do a whole thread on me. Do it. But you won't because I'm a little fish in a big pond. I know.
Continue to talk shit, let them do their thing. They're just bringing more people over here. They're bringing more awareness to their bullshit. This video will stay up. It's going to stay up. People start seeing the true light, and then they'll go back and say, oh my gosh. But there are some more people from the drama community that have been around for a long time who are involved in some of this fuckery too. So just keep your eyes out. And that's like silly little side things that I just don't understand. Like, you can see where the alignments are going, and it's making Molly even uncomfortable because her to have to, like, she will play nice with, like, let me be clear. She's going to play nice with Flavio, but she will never let what's happened leave her mind. She is very well aware. This is all tactical in their game of shuffle. This is all it is. It's a tactical distraction in their game of shuffle. And Flavia just happens to be the piece they're moving right now. That's that. I don't know what else.
I think you give Molly too much credit for being a tactical, manipulative person. I don't think that she thinks things out that thoroughly, you know? Like, I think that maybe you're right about her kind of, keep your enemies closer kind of deal. But I don't think that she's sitting back there, the queen on the chessboard, planning out how she's going to move the pawns around. I just don't think that. And I think that, no offense or anything, but if you think that, then maybe that's what you do. But and that's my opinion. But because I don't have 3-4 other people to help me with my page. So, you do have that. And wouldn't that kind of be something that could be said about you as well? I just don't think that that's what Molly's doing. I just don't.
What else to even say on it? There's really not much to say because it's just so silly. I mean, some of the comments have been really good. Some of them have been real good because some of them are so fucking weird. These people are like, woo. Yeah, Nanya, that's probably. Jennifer, it's all tactical. It's all tactical, y'all. It's very much tactical. Like, this is just another piece of the puzzle. That post in her Patreon got her stirred up thinking, oh my gosh, maybe I can get this piece away from me. Because here's the thing. They need to take some of these pieces out to try and weaken the investigation. So them taking Flavia out actually helps the investigation because of all of the things.
What investigation? What investigation? What kind of investigation is happening?
She, anything that they can accuse her of takes her out of the place. Great. Because she wasn't a part of the investigation to begin with. Does that make sense? Like, they're taking pieces out on their own that are great to have removed because then the facts can come through even more.
Dude, are you a private investigator? I really want to know.
Yeah, I'm confused on Roseanne still. I have a lot of confusion there. That's why I don't have time for it. And I'm sure, like, that's the thing. Most of these people have 18 different alts. They come in here and talk to you on one. They talk to other people on other ones. Like, they're all around. Penelope watches me like a hawk. And Penelope, by the way, you need to educate yourself about tattoos and alcohol consumption because, honey, they do tell you to prohibit alcohol, avoid it for at least 24 hours before and after because it not only can thin the blood, it also hinders the healing process, pigmentation. So yes, Molly actually wasn't lying for once, but good one that you picked up that one comment of hers to run and say something bad about. That was so fucking funny. I'm like, that's the shit she's gonna talk on Molly. Okay. And we're still supposed to believe that she's out here publicly shaming Molly, saying that she's pulling away slowly in places that Molly goes. And Molly isn't reacting to it. People in her comment section, her own mods were talking shit today about Penelope and her.
Molly doesn't react to hardly anyone ever. So that's not any kind of shade or anything. And, you know, I see this one thing I'm going to agree with you on is that there are people that are kind of intimidated by Molly because Molly's big fish and she likes to say that she can make or break a channel. You know, I don't know that she has that much power, but, you know, I'm going to give you that one.
Like minion mods, the little shit starter mods, not the OG mods. And the OG mods were even ignoring it. So it was pretty comical. Hey, Risa. Yeah, Jennifer, it's just weird. It's so weird. Yep, Beth, she is. Yep. And that's probably so with Roseanne. That's why I just don't have, like, they're doing stuff that's not important. Again, their mission does not align with anything I am. So how these things get confused is very, and I guess it's because I also, you know, I was nice to Flava. I invited Flava on. I always am nice to everybody. I've been nice to Katie, Uni, Flava, Roseanne. Shit, there was a time that I was even not that mean to Molly, Elle, Justin. Like, I treat people accordingly, right? So if I'm just watching them, I'm nice. When they show me who they are, I'm not. That's that. Solo, me too. And they're cracking up. Like, she's commenting and making all these posts about her Patreon, right? But what she fails to realize is these Patreons that are paying her are the ones she's dogging out because some of those Patreons are the ones that are sending me the posts. It's not the people around me that are sending posts. It's her actual followers. People that
Can you give us a receipt on that? Cite your source, woman. Cite your source.
have known her way longer than I even knew she existed. That's the crazy thing. You charge $2,500 for a Grinch. Yeah, there's a lot of people that see a sinking ship and decide to jump in. Yeah, if anybody's just joining and is confused, rewind. We're here for the facts and the truth. That's never changed. Yeah, I did, Trisha. I totally tried. Totally tried. I was kind to all of them in the beginning, and then I just didn't. I'm not. I'm going to leave this short and sweet, though, because, y'all, this needs to be heard. I don't know why it's not something that is obvious to more people, but there's some people that really needed clarification. So here we are. It is what it is. You know, I don't know what, but you don't gain trust in communities like that. Do you think for 1 second that Molly is looking at her and saying, oh yeah, I want her in my camp? She wants her in her camp because she thinks it benefits her. That's the only reason why she would be warm and welcoming to her. In the meantime, she's got stuff in the back of her head that will be used when it's time to pull that card. This is all a chess game. They're maneuvering pieces. They suck at it. They show their hand in front of everybody and let them.
Wait a minute. So are they good at it so they can deflect, or do they suck at it? I'm going to fall into the they suck at it category. That's my choice. Do I get a choice?
Again, this does not involve nonsense or the Teslas, period, point blank. We're keeping on the facts, and the facts are, fuck them all. They can do whatever they want. We don't care. It's funny because I get sent screenshots and I'm like, these are trifling ass bitches. But
can we see the trifling ass bitches screenshots, please? I mean, that would be awesome.
They show it to all of you. Just believe them. Fucking believe them when they show you this.
And is your mission fuck them? I need to know. Is that what it is? And then in what aspect of fucking somebody are we talking? I mean, could be so many things that you could use that word for.
I expect you guys, if I do some shade shit like that, to hold me accountable to it and call me on it too. If I decide to go, oh my God, today I'm going to go hang out with Molly. Please, if Molly came in here and dropped, if I was monetized, which I'm not, if Molly came in here and dropped me a 20, you would see me fucking spaz out and send it back to her.
Molly will never give you any money.
I don't want no fucking dirty money off the backs of exploited victims and their families. Nope, that's dirty money. You'll never see me accept that.
Oh, woman, you better write that down in a book someplace and keep it somewhere because I'm sure somebody else has done that already. You better hope nobody figures out that you are getting money for doing any of this from somebody else.
I might even staple it to her forehead. But that's that. So here we are. Fuck it. Bring it. Like, they're going to talk to a wall because guess what we're going to do? We're going to go back to debunking Molly's statements about the facts. And the facts are the facts.
And what are the facts? You keep saying that, but you don't show us anything. So you're going to continue to do content about Molly, but you're not going to show us anything about that. You're just going to tell us, and we're supposed to believe no one but believe you. And your mission is fuck them. Did I get it so far?
We keep it moving. We keep it cute or keep it mute. Who said that? Somebody said that the other day, and I was laughing so hard. Either keep it cute or keep it mute. And I was like, wait, what? But then I was cracking up. Super chat wars. Oh, Danny, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just know that you're supported, and we see. I didn't for a while. And I'll be honest, I was questioning everybody for a while. I didn't know who to trust, so I was telling everybody, stop trusting everybody. Like, but I'm gonna say that again. Please stop fucking trusting anybody. Don't even trust me. Go research it. Watch, people, watch. It's right here. It's all right here. Every fucking bit of it is right in front of our eyes. There's one common denominator: Molly and her crew. Guess who's in that crew? Y'all fucking know. Y'all know. Danny, if you need us, you know where to get us. The Tessa's got you. I know it's personal to a lot of people, and I get that, and I apologize for that. I didn't have that personal connection with her because I was always so focused on my mission, and that really has kept me out of like personal attachments with people. Yes, I'm attached to a few people. There's a few people I would even call friends out here. I know, crazy, huh? But these people show me who they are behind a screen. I don't know their identities. I don't know, but they have been consistent since day one. They've shown themselves time and time again in heat of like craziness and then being attacked, and they have never wavered. There's been a few of them, and I see you. I see you. The ones who are like that, I see you all the time, and I respect the shit out of you. You flip-flopping, wishy-washing, two-faced snakes, go find a different Captain Save-A-Ho because I don't have time.
Dude, enough with the Captain Save-A-Ho, okay?
My time's too expensive. That's it.
Can't possibly be too expensive because this is all you do.
And a lot of these people, instead of seeking a life coach, they should seek a therapist. But what do I fucking know? I'm just the one in therapy, right? And again, thank you to every single one of you that is always in here interacting in the comments. That's one thing. Like, we have always like a pretty low number of people in here, which is great. Like, I'm so excited about my group over here. You guys are amazing. But the people who show up in and out time and time again that have my back and have done it because they sat back and watched, and instead of believing or trusting me, they went and did their own research and found out I wasn't lying, and they are letting me earn their trust. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for constantly supporting me, standing up, pushing me to be a better person, pushing me to stick to my motives, pushing me to never waver in my morals. Thank you.
You might need a better crew, dude. You might. Well, maybe I take that back. I'm sorry, Contessa. No, you just keep on with your bad self and your crew.
Can I be a petty bitch? Absolutely. But
thanks for saying it for me.
I will continue to stand where I'm at. Let the hose go to the hose side. We're not playing Captain Save-A-Ho over here. We're playing.
Please, seriously, with the slut shaming. Can you stop?
The facts. Again, it's easy to crumble to that demands and the pressure. People do it time and time again. And then they'll jump back in saying, oh my God, I didn't know all of this stuff. They did. They know. It's just a part of seeking acceptance and wanting to fit in, right? It's not easy to be out here on your own, speaking the facts over and over again when you're.
But you're not on your own, are you? You've got at least 2 others with you, right? And you got a crew of people that will jump to the call if they need to, sometimes without you even asking them to. So you're not alone. Don't say that. You got friends.
Getting hit with opposition and how dare you and all of this stuff. It's not easy for some. It is easy for me because that was my mission all along. I came in, thankfully, I came in with that mission and I've stuck to it. It's easy to get lost in the sauce, y'all. And Melissa, absolutely. Yep, they've already doxed Melissa. And that, just to remind everybody, Melissa was doxed out of Molly's words. Well, her name was given out there, but I don't know. Oh, more than that. Stuff about your son's school. Yeah, never mind. I forgot about all that too. Molly claims that Penelope gave her that information on Melissa. Remember that. These people are prone and love to go real life. Let them. But at the end of the day, they continue to go real life on us. We're not stooping to that level. We still don't have to stoop to that level. Melissa, I have still not doxed Penelope to Melissa. And she has, and according to what they say is appropriate, I should absolutely give Melissa every single bit of Penelope's information and not care. That's according to the rules that they have set by what's appropriate doxing and not. I don't.
Whose rules? Where are the rules? Are the rules written down? Can I see them? Or is it just like everything else that you have? I'm just supposed to believe you. And I know you're being metaphorically speaking when you say this. So Well, okay, whatever. I'm just trying to be funny. Bad comedy. Carry on.
Don't follow that rule. Melissa and me, I've already told her, we will address it if we need to. And she knows that. And I know she would never pressure me to do that. Like, this is the shit. People, when you have people that are real, let it be. Yeah, Mocha's so quiet. So quietly.
But you're an avatar. That's not real?
They're going to try and take out everybody around me. So just be prepared. It's about to get shit showy-ish. With that said, again, I'm keeping it short and sweet. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. That's all there is. And hopefully now this will be the end of that little shit show from that side. I doubt anybody's going to pay attention to what I have to say. Again, be smart about your money. Don't be just giving it to anybody on the internet. Even if it sounds like it might be a good cause, you don't know if it's a good cause. You know what I mean? You just don't. And there's ways. I paid for somebody's breakfast the other day. I didn't give it to a restaurant. I got his bill and I paid for it and he didn't know it was me. You can do that. You can find ways to help a person out without getting stuck in the mud. And just so everybody knows, I don't think, and if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong later, but I don't think Molly did anything wrong trying to raise money for Marvin and his family. I don't. And I think that all that money was used for good, and I think it's a really sad situation, and I think that a lot of people have capitalized on that, and I'm really sorry that happened, and I really hope this man and his family find some peace and some comfort, and that he is given the gift of waking up one day. Belora and I are supposed to go live on Wednesday. I don't know that that's going to happen because it's the day before Thanksgiving. If she doesn't come on with me, I'll come on for a couple of minutes in the afternoon because I got other stuff going on that evening. But anyway, thanks for popping in. Make sure you hit the like and share button and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to know. And anyway, thanks for being here. See ya.